behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello there. It's Palm Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. Got another great interview coming up in a moment, but before we do, don't forget about that subscribe button and bell buttons below you there. And anytime you do that, you'll always be notified of any new episodes coming your way, so please be sure to do that. And we're always welcome to see feedback, so leave a comment on the comment section below. And we'd love to hear what you think. And also, check the description part as well as the closing credits at the end of this episode, and you're going to find contact info, so we hope you'll stay tuned for that. Today we have Vision MC. He's from New South Wales, Australia. And I know you're really going to love this guy. And we're going to get to that in a second. But first, here's another quick word from the Caden Gordon Show. So don't go away. We'll be right back right after this.
It is Caden from the Caden Gordon Show. Today's best country mix. Check out my show at thecadengordonshow.com.
Okay, we're back, and with us from New South Wales, Australia today, we have Vision MC. Thanks for joining us, Vision.
Thanks, my brother. Pleasure to be on the show.
Yeah, we're glad to have you here. The first question I was asked is, how you got started. I mean, I'm sure you were in a musical family, but maybe you always wanted to be an artist. Tell everybody your story.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. No, I was raised around music. I was born in Australia, but I have Kiwi parents, so there's a lot of music in my house always. And I started rapping in that when I was younger, just freestyling. See, I'm legally blind, so I don't see that well. So that's hence the name Vision MC. So yeah, I started rapping at about probably like 11 or 12, and then I didn't get serious until I was like probably honing my craft in my 20s, and then yeah.
Well, that's quite a story, and you got a great song that you're going to see in just a minute here. Tell us about some of the influences you had growing up. I mean, I'm sure some artists, really influenced.
There's a lot. I would say like Bone Thugs and Harmony, a lot of American rap when I was growing up, because Australia didn't really have a scene when I was growing up. It's only come later. Australian hip hop. So yeah, Bone Thugs and Harmony, obviously Tupac, Biggie, they're your American artists. Lupe Fiasco, I love the heck out of him. He's a multi-talented artist, that guy. Doesn't get the recognition he deserves, I don't think. But yeah, and in Australia, my influences are all across the board. I grew up listening to artists like Hilltop Hoods, Complete, Draft. There's a lot of artists out there, Bliss and Esso. Heaps and heaps.
Yeah, those are pretty good influences you had. You mentioned Bone Thugs and Harmony. Before the show, we were talking about how he interviewed Kane, the affiliate, and that was just not long ago.
That was a brilliant interview. You did a great job.
And I appreciate your feedback on that. Well, tell us a little bit about how we can find more about you. Are you on Facebook? Or social media, streaming media?
Yeah, I am everywhere. I have, first of all, my website, visionmcmusic.com. That's my website where you can go get the merch. I've got hoodies, shirts, hats. You can buy digital downloads of my music there as well, but I'm also available on all streaming platforms. I'm also available at The Real Vision MC on Facebook, and I'm on Instagram there too somewhere. I can't quite remember the link at the moment.
All right. Well, check him out on all those places. I know he would really love to hear from you there. And
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we got this song here. It's called Restless. Is there a story behind this song? Tell us about it.
Yeah, well, all my music has a big story. See, I'm a recovering addict, clean and sober. Mm-hmm. I've been clean off the heavy stuff since 2022, and I've been clean off alcohol almost 2 years in January.
Oh.
So a lot of my music, I'm trying to help. My whole mission is to help show other addicts that there is hope. People who might be suffering under their addiction, that there is hope that you can get out. and make something of yourself, turn your life around. I just genuinely care, man. But a lot of my music is about emotions. Yeah, if there's one thing you'll take away from it, is the emotion of what I was feeling when I'm explaining what I'm explaining. You know, so that's me in a nutshell.
Mm. Okay, well, like I said, it is a great song. You're gonna love it, and we're gonna get to that in a second. But we want to thank you so much, Vision MC, for coming on the show today. Come back anytime you want to plug something new. We'll have you back.
Yeah. No, thank you so much, Paul Mash. Shout out to Paul Mash TV for having me. Can I just give a quick shout out to Mac Fisher, who was on, helped me finish my second project, Introspect. Trey Good, who really got me started in the business and helped me produce my first album, which is called Insight. They're all available on every platform. And much love, and don't forget, guys, you're worth it.
Okay, well, there's a shout out for you guys, and also we want to give a shout out to the Judge Show.
Yeah, the Judge Show, definitely. Much love, Judge. She is.
Yeah, she was.
She's a force to be reckoned with. That one.
Yeah, she was the one who helped set up this interview, and I've interviewed
her.
Yeah,
she's doing great things in her scene. She really is.
Right.
Much love, Judge.
Yeah, and she's been on our show a couple of times, so I just want to thank you for that, Judge. And anyway, for further ado, here's the song "Restless" by Vision MC. It begins right now.
Yo, Vision MC.
Time lost. Do I let go or do I hold on? What if I wake up one day missing you?
Sun rises upon these emotions. Sometimes it's hard when I'm coping. Used to hold in the bottle, had no role models. My mind was floating, I was doting over every emotion. Looking at the future, hoping I could make something ambitious, instead of feeling like I'm conditioned to just being an addict of this shit. Sometimes it's hard to bear witness to me when I'm flowing these scriptures. I let you know music just lifted my soul a little bit. Felt like an idiot. Sometimes can't look in the mirror cause I feel so hideous. What the fuck, man, this world so insidious. When they always want to take me apart, put myself back together, yeah, broken heart. My daughter, yeah, she changed me, and my wife as well, yeah, they helped me and saved me through the pain. Sometimes when you're in the rain, I gotta realise I'm no longer a lost soul. I don't deal with pain that well, but sometimes I welcome the water. Sometimes I gotta keep my head in order. Other times it's like, yo, the system will rot ya. I jumped the border and fled the scene, but sometimes it's hard when this scene is so obscene. So what it seems, my dreams burst apart at the seams.
How do we fix the time lost? Do I let go or do I hold on? What if I wake up one day missing you? This crazy thing we have is madness mixed with magic. Even the stars are crying for us too.
Sat on this church pew and pray for an answer. Sometimes it's hard when you dance with thoughts inside of my head like I'll never be good enough. I feel so depressed. What the fuck, the bottle didn't help me, neither did the drugs in my vein. All they did was bring me shame to my family name as I'm dealing with pain. And I burst to flame sometimes and get issues inside of my mind. Yeah, I gotta learn to cope a little better and learn just to batten down hatches for worse weather. As I feel severed, they can't pull me apart. This ain't about a cheddar. To me, this is about longevity, like my music will live forever. If I hopefully cope, sometimes I don't sleep, I just hope that I'm doing better every day. My wife put me back together in this place. I stand here, I feel the breath of that cold air and despair. But it's reminiscent of the times where I felt like I was struggling and no one cared. How they dare point the finger of blame at my name when I stood here all alone. Sometimes it's hard when you feel like the king without a queen to stand beside the throne. Man, I sat here in my dome trying to speak the truth in this vocal booth to the broken youth when I felt so bitter cause they all turned their back as I spoke my truth.